So narcissists, another trait that they have, so in the public's eye, they are perfection because they're performers. It's only typically behind closed doors is when you're getting the muck of whatever they're going through. All the arguments and frustrations and all the accusations they're going to put on you for being at the party because someone asked you to dance. Then nobody's going to see that right then. They'll hear it later, or they'll hear you arguing over the phone. You will argue more with a narcissist than you argue with a person in your entire life, because that's what they feed on, that energy. That's why they call them like leeches. Like they're fueled from your frustration and your emotions because they don't have any. So when you introduce them to your friends and family, yeah, they look real good, and they'll be cordial. Only that's what makes you crazy. So when you get back, you be like, wait, I thought we were having a good time. Yeah, no. You're having a good time because you're being genuine, but they're watching you calculating everything that you're doing, everything you enjoy. You're going to get home behind closed doors, and they're going to strip you on all those things you were excited about to bring your self-esteem to a point where you don't trust yourself. That's part of gaslighting, that you believe what they're saying. So that's another term, gaslighting, where they make you question your own, sense of worth and what you believe.
So based on what you're saying, I know it's a difficult task, but could a narcissist get better or become better?
Okay, that's a good question. So, but we have to go back to the only way a person, anyone, even if they're not narcissistic, the only way anyone can get better is they have to admit they have a problem, and then to tackle that problem head on, saying, I want to be a better person. So they can do it, but how many of them? I mean, it's almost like a give and take situation. What am I going to lose to be dominating? She doesn't want to deal with me. I can go over here and deal with somebody else. Or, if they want to do better, they have to go back, all the way back to the initial trauma. Or you have parents who have kids where they highlighted them on things and praised them for things they didn't earn. Praised them for things, awarded them for games or drawings that were trash, but they told them, oh my God, Johnny, that is so beautiful. And it's like, no, it's not. It's 2 lines and nobody knows what that means. So, no. So yeah, and just give the kids everything they want, and take them everywhere. The kids are in control. So now the kids grow up thinking that they're in control. They don't know. I mean, not really Donald Trump, but kind of like not really throwing names out there. But someone who's kicking and screaming and they're dead wrong and they are so sure they're trying to convince you that they are right. Those are some of the other characteristics of those developing traits for narcissism outside of the trauma.
I have another thing. Okay, with my daughter's husband, he told us his mom was dead. His mom was dead, his sister dead, and he don't know his daddy. I got my church praying for him. His mom is living. And me and his mom, we went to eat, all of us. She like, oh, he's a good son. I want to say, woman, he said you bad. But I couldn't make myself tell her. To this day, she and I talk, but he needs some help. I won't tell her, your son said you was dead.
Right.
Like,
yeah. And see, that's another part that supports that lack of empathy. Because even if you hate the person you could hate most in the world, you're not going to say they're dead and you know they're living. Like the average mental mindset of a person is not going to say something that devastating. So, yeah. Those are some cool examples, but that's what I mean.
And I'm looking at my 2 grandbabies. Okay, this is their dad. He's a narcissist. Like, I'm constantly like, okay, staying there close to God.
Yes.
They need some praying, and because it's in their genes.
Well, it's what they're seeing. So a lot of times
They don't see it no more there too, but I think they have seen it.
Yes, in the behavior. So what happens, so the difference between it being genetic or it's something that they've learned, because you can unlearn something. You can grow up and say, you know what, that's not right. I don't want to be that person. Now that person can go to counseling and be like, that's not right on their own. But if they have decided themselves, or if it is genetic, they find out that it is genetic, they'll have more work to do. But there's a better chance of someone learning something to unlearn that pattern than to, just feel like they have, they're just stuck with it. But one thing about it, the narcissists are just narcissists. They do their thing, they do what they do. You don't have to be stuck with them or in those relationships. You can actually choose to live the better version of yourself, to be happy, to have conversations, to have healthy communications, to trust your partner, to just live your life to the fullest. But there's no point in having to suffer to be with a narcissist, because that's what you would do, and you can't change them. So.
All right. Cool. In summary, wrap us up.
So in summary, again, thank you all so much for coming out and letting me try to just, launch my business, Desire to Inspire Relationships, which is where the name came from, because I actually have the desire. It was the only thing that would get me halfway in front of the camera. I used to teach aerobics when we were overseas. That was like, Steph, you still do aerobics? Let's put that on camera, because he does all of this stuff that he's doing now. And I was like, I'm not doing that. He was like, wait, Simone likes to cook. Wait, what she got? Simone, come on, let's do it. Nobody's trying to do that. It's something else.
Quay was going on TV.
Quay was-
I had everybody ready
Quay
for
was
TV.
playing basketball,
Everybody
Quay was doing drums.
Quay was doing T-shirts. Quay was making logos.
Quay was making logos,
Quay was
t-shirts.
supposed to do
Cece was supposed to be modeling.
And it's supposed to be on
Everybody's
TV.
Like, no. But the
Oh,
only
okay.
thing that I had enough passion for, but now I don't care what I really. Well, so I oh my God, flashes. Now, and I don't have to have them. Okay, I kind of more have to have them, but I prefer to have them. But the energy for me to just get over the stage fright and to get over whatever else is, I need people to understand that these people exist. It is a thing, and it's bigger than you just throwing the name around or the term around like it's a piece of paper. It is serious business. People are suffering in silence. And for those people who feel like they need a platform or they need somebody they can trust, because what happens is you're so excited in the beginning when you meet somebody and you find out you're dealing with narcissistic traits, it's hard to go back to your friends and family and be like, yeah, girl, he at home, he didn't want to go. No, you don't want him to go because you know that he's crazy and you don't want to have to deal with the nonsense. So you need to, have a safe space to be open and honest to get the tips and traits and information that you need to, take responsibility for where you are, determine where you want to be, and then we'll just trailblaze a path to get you there.